Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to show you a project that I've been working on recently. This is a Redstone calculator, specifically a 4-bit Redstone calculator. So you can see the display over here. And here's the control panel. So let's go ahead and clear it. Up top we have the A inputs. And down here we have the B inputs. And then over here we have the operation selection. So real quickly, let's go through a few examples. Let's choose addition. And let's do 5 plus 1. Takes a little bit to compute. Did I select 0? I might have selected 0. 5 plus 1 is 6. Let's do 13 plus 15. Should get 28. And then let's switch it over to subtraction. 15 minus 6. One thing I will say about subtraction is that the A has to be greater than B, and that's because I did not do negative numbers. So you can see 15 minus 6 is 9. If we try to do like 11 minus 13, you can see that the answer that it outputs doesn't make sense. So, yeah. Switch it over to multiplication, 14 times 12. I do not know this one off the top of my head. 120 plus 120, 148, 168. Is that right? Yes, 120 plus 48. I did the mental math wrong. Let's do one more. Let's do 0 times 3. Zero. So I'll try to quickly go through the redstone. Just try to make this as clear as possible. So what you see here on your screen, this is mostly for the control panel. Each line goes to an RS NOR latch that represents that number. This is probably not the most compact way to do a selector panel, but it's the way that I figured out. So we have 10 selected, and this is the line that represents the 10. In purple here, you can see each of the RS NOR latches for each number. And whenever you make a new selection, a signal gets sent over this brown line and resets each RS NOR latch so that the old input can get overridden. So you can see here that since 10 is selected, that goes to a binary encoder of sorts. So these torches represent 10 in binary, 1, 0, 1, 0, which is 10. And those go to the cyan lines, which is the A input bus lines. Similarly, for the B input, we have these dark gray bus lines. Also, I did a similar thing with RS NOR latches for the operation selection. So right now addition is selected, which is represented by these yellow lines. These red lines are subtraction, and these green lines are multiplication. So the A and B inputs they branch up to the display so that they can be displayed. So the cyan ones are A again, and again the dark gray is B. And then in this area here, this is where addition and subtraction take place. So each of these orange modules is a full redstone adder. There are 4 of them because it is a 4-bit calculator. And the way I was able to make addition and subtraction use the same redstone adders is by a technique called the ones complement. So in redstone, what that means is that the subtraction enable line here is inputted to the carry in of the first redstone adder. All of the A inputs, which are on the left side of each of these, are inputted normally. And then all of the B inputs, which are on the right side of all of these, are the B inputs XOR'd with the subtraction enable line. And those just go to the B. As well, you have to invert the last bit. So this is a small gate here that just allows me to invert the signal when subtraction is enabled, but then also keep the normal output otherwise. So each of these is outputted to the light gray, and all of this light gray is the bus for the final output. Over here, this is where multiplication takes place. So first off, there are AND gates set up for every combination of every bit of the inputs. So since there are two 4-bit inputs, there are 16 AND gates to represent each combination. From 1 and 1 all the way up to 8 and 8. And then each of these goes through a series of redstone adders. So we got the 2s, the 4s, the 8s, the 16s, the 32s, the 64s, and then the carry out of the 64s is the 128s. So although this is a 4-bit calculator, the answer is up to a 8-bit number, so that's why there are 8 lines here. These lines then go to binary decoders. So what's my answer right now? 10 plus 10 is 20. So right now, what the system is reading as an output is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, which is 20 in binary. So what the binary decoder does is it reads that binary number, and then it turns off this line if that is the number it reads. So the orange is the binary decoder, and I have those for the inputs and the final answer, which I stacked a little bit to try to make use of vertical space. In the light blue, this would be the system, or sorry, the display memory, I suppose. So each torch that gets turned on represents a segment on the display. And those go to these yellow lines, which is the display bus. So these lines go all the way down, and they go to these green modules. And these are basically just modules that control a single pixel. Each pixel is 2 by 2. So that's what each of these green things are. It's a little hard to see because they're stacked. So over here, I made an individual one. So when this receives a redstone input, I'm just giving you a chance to look at the redstone. When that receives a redstone input, it would turn on a single 2 by 2 pixel. My headset just disconnected. There we go, it's back on. So yeah, this was a very fun project to work on. I think logical things like this are pretty interesting, even though this is all like math that you can sort of do in your head. It's just a nice proof of concept to do. And it's kind of fun to play with from time to time. 6 times 7 should give us 42. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments below. I know I went through everything sort of quickly. If you would like the video, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, that is all. Hope you guys all have a great day. See you next time.